My name is Savannah Alexander,
And my name is Emily Morgan.
and we're going to be talking about Leonard Lance Ailstock. Leonard was a white man born on August 25th, 1916, in Bath, Virginia, to Peyton Reynold Ailstock, who was 56 at the time, and Mary Armitrout, who was 24 at the time. Leonard was one of four children, including Gordon Thomas Ailstock, who was born in 1912 and passed away in 1988. He had an older sister, Annie Laura Ailstock, who was born in 1915 and passed away in 2010, and he had a younger sister, Thelma Leon Ailstock, who was born in 1919 and unfortunately passed away at just 6 days old. However, Leonard's father, Peyton Ailstock, had two other marriages and had 14 children in total. He was married to Sarah Elizabeth Matheny, who he had 7 children with, and Mary Jane Riley, who he had 3 children with. Leonard's mother, Mary Armitrout, was born June 28, 1892, in Alleghany, Virginia. Her father was Frederick Isaac Armitrout, who was 49 at her birth, and her mother, Martha Ann Wright, was 24. She married Leonard's father on December 27, 1910, in Alleghany, Virginia. She lived in Boiling Springs, Alleghany, for about 10 years, and she passed away July 28, 1919, in Bath, Virginia, at the age of 27, and was buried there. Leonard's father, Peyton Reynold Ailstock, was born January 2, 1860, in Millboro, Bath, Virginia. His father was Andrew A. Ailstock Jr., who was 21 at this time, and his mother was Mary Jane Riley, who was 24. He passed away September 28, 1928, in Charlottesville, Albemarle, Virginia, at the age of 68, and was buried in Bath, Virginia. Leonard was married to Ruby Cecilia Tucker on November 27, 1935, when she was 22 and he was 19. They never ended up having any children together before his passing. When Ruby Cecilia Tucker was born, it was January 8, 1913, in Alleghany, Virginia. Her father was Charles Williams Tucker, who was 36 at the time, and her mother, Rosa Ella Davy Byer, was 30. She married Leonard Lance Ailstock on November 27th, 1935, in Alleghany, Virginia. She lived in Covington, Alleghany, Virginia, in 1935, and then Covington District, Alleghany, in 1940. She passed away October 30th, 2002, in Alleghany, Virginia, at the age of 89.
Leonard Ailstock attended primary school in Bath County from age 5 to 9, and his highest level of education was a grammar school that he attended from age 10 to 14. After his schooling and before the war, Leonard worked at West Virginia Pulp and Paper Company, where he was skilled in the manufacture of paper and wood pulp. Created by William Luke and his sons John and David, West Virginia Pulp and Paper Company was the first commercially successful method of manufacturing wood in the United States, and the business began operation in 1887. Years later, the company expanded, creating more paper mills across the United States, with locations in West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and North Carolina. Leonard Ailstock was drafted into the war in October of 1940. He was 24 years old at this time. 3 years later, on May 18, 1943, Leonard was officially enlisted in the Army in World War II. His term was to last until the war ended, as well as 6 additional months. His rank in the Army was a private in the 42nd Division. Leonard remained in the war until his death on September 8, 1943. He was 27. His death, while non-battle related, is unknown. He is remembered as one of the many brave soldiers who fought for this country and whose name is listed on the Shrine of Memory at the Virginia War Memorial here in Richmond, Virginia.